Good morning, friends. I am Parmanand Dasar, Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce, Government First Grade College, Haryana. So today I am going to discuss with you very important topic in financial markets and institutions, that is primary market. So let us cover today what is the meaning, functions, nature, and types of new issues. So let us start with the primary market meaning. In crude language, you can say that every company or every business organization requires capital for its expansion, for its growth. For that, it can issue its shares, its bonds, its securities to the public. If it issues its shares and bonds to the public for the first time, so that market is called primary market. Primary market is a market for new issues of securities. It deals with those securities which are issued to public for the first time. New issues are sold or exchanged for cash or credit or other securities. Primary market is also called as NIM, that is a new market, new issues market. It's in this market that firms sell new stocks and bonds to the public for the first time. So best example for primary market is IPO. Then let us understand what are the functions of primary market. So initially primary market offers new issues. As I told, primary market is a market where a company is issuing its shares and bonds to the public for the first time. So here it issues the new stocks and new debentures it offers. The second one is underwriting services, like merchant banker services, portfolio management services. So different types of underwriting services are provided in the primary market. The last one is distribution of new issues. Whatever issues are made as a new issues, so all responsibilities under the primary market, so it distribute the new issues. So these are the functions of primary market. Next topic is nature of primary market. It includes all constitutions, methods, services and practices involved in raising fresh capital. So here fresh capital is raised for the companies. Companies can raise capital at relatively low cost. In case of rights issues or in case of the qualified institutional buyers QIBs, definitely the less cost will be there. For that reason, we can say that companies can raise capital at relatively low cost. Next, the securities so issued in the primary market provide high liquidity because as the same can be sold in the secondary market almost immediately. The primary market is an important source for mobilization of savings in an economy. So here in primary market, first time the public is purchasing the stocks and bonds of the company. For that reason, their savings normally mobilize into the economy. Next, funds are mobilized from commoners for investing in other channels. Especially in the country, the common man, when able to invest his money, invest his savings, so there should be a capital formation, then there should be a economic growth. So here that will happen. It leads to monetary resources being put into investment options. So different monetary resources are there, so they can be put into investment options. The primary market acts as a potential avenue for diversification to cut down on risk. Next one is it enables an investor to allocate his or her investment across different categories involving multiple financial instruments and industries. It means that in primary market portfolio services is there. In that a investor can allocate his or her saving in different categories of stocks. Then the prices of stocks are determined before an initial public offering, and investors know the actual amount they will have to invest. So these are the some nature, characteristics of primary market. Then let us understand what are the methods, what are the different methods of primary market. Different methods are public issue, private placement, preferential issue, qualified institutional placement, rights and bonus issues. So let us see first one. Public issue is the most common method of issuing securities of a company to the public at a large. In large scale, company can issue its securities through the public issue. It is mainly done via initial public offering, resulting in companies raising funds from the capital market. These securities are listed in the stock exchanges for trading. A privately held company converts into publicly traded company when its shares are offered to the public initially through IPO. So, if company wants to convert uh, into public company traded to private company or private company into public company, it should issue its shares through IPO. Public offer allows a company to raise funds for expansion of business, improving infrastructure and repay its debts, among others. Trading in an open market also increases a company's liquidity and provides a scope for issuance of more shares and raising further capital for businesses. The Securities and Exchange Board of India, that is SEBI, is a regulatory body that monitors IPO. As per its guidelines, means as per the SEBI guidelines, a requisite due inquiry is conducted for a company for company's authenticity, and the company is required to mention its necessary details in the prospectus for a public issue. If company wants to go through IPO, it should means there is a mandatory requisitions are there that has to follow. The second one is private placement. When company offers its securities to small group of investors, it is called private placement. Such securities may be bonds, stocks, or other securities, and the investors can be both individual and institutional. Private placements are easier to issue than initial public offering. So private placement, it is very easy as compared to IPO. It also incurs reduced cost and less time, and the company can remain private. Such issuance is the suitable for startups or companies which are in their early stages. Means initially the companies which are starting or new startups, private placement is better. The company may be placed this issuance to an investment bank or hedge fund or placed before ultra high net worth individuals to raise capital. The next important method is preferential issue. A preferential issue is one of the quickest methods available to companies for raising capital. Both listed and unlisted companies can issue shares or convertible securities to a selected group of investors. However, the preferential issue is neither a public issue nor a rights issue. The shareholders in possession of preference shares stand to receive the dividend before the ordinary shareholders are paid. Next one is qualified institutional placement, that is QIP. QIP is another kind of private placement where a listed company issues securities in the form of equity shares, partly or wholly convertible debentures. Apart from such warrants convertible to equity shares and purchased by a qualified institutional buyers, that is called as QIB. QIBs are primarily such investors who have requisite financial knowledge and expertise to invest in the capital market. Some QIBs like foreign institutional investors, foreign venture capital investors, alternate investment funds, mutual funds, public financial institutions, insurers, scheduled commercial banks, pension fund institutions, etc. Next important issue method is rights and bonus issues. Another issuance in the primary market is rights and bonus issue, in which the company issues securities to existing investors by offering them to purchase more securities at a predetermined price in case of rights issue, or avail allotment of additional free shares in case of bonus issue. It means that already existed shareholders are there, for them only some issues are, some stocks are, some debentures or some securities are issued as extra. That is also for predetermined price. That is in case of rights issue. Free shares in case of bonus issue. For rights issue, investors retain the choice of buying stocks at a discounted prices within a stipulated period. If those are not able to buy, then a renouncement of those shares will be happen. Rights issue enhances control of existing shareholders of the company, and also there are no costs involved in the issuance of these kinds of shares. For bonus issues, stocks are issued by a company as a gift to its existing shareholders. However, the issuance of bonus shares does not infuse fresh capital. So these are the different methods of issue. Then these are my references: Dr. G.B. Balegar, then Bharti V. Patak, M. Y. Khan, all are Indian financial systems books. Then Bhole and Jitendra Mahakud, Financial Institutions and Markets, T. Siddhaya, Financial Services. So thank you everyone.